Well, thanks to our partners at One Stop Decorating, we're able to take you inside the pages of designKC magazine and get a look at some of the beautiful homes in our area.
Here to tell us all about an incredible home featured in designKC's most recent issue is designer Mark Suderman, builder Brett Standard, and of course designKC publisher, who you guys all know, Keith Sauro. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us today.
Love it. Thanks for having us.
Yes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and dive into the pages, if you will. So, Mark, at a glance, readers won't really be able to tell that this is a new house because it is so full of tradition and layers. How did you use design to kind of create that impression?
It was pretty easy because of the land and the property and the drive up. I mean, it's a gorgeous space. The architect, Gerald Jensen, drew a beautiful home that started with the main house and then it just expanded from there on purpose to make it look like a house that grew over a century, right?
Yeah.
So that was a good canvas to work with. And then as the homeowners and I had many, many meetings, it just evolved with fabrics and texture and rugs. I do love to start from the floor up.
Okay.
So a lot of antique rugs. And then the fabrics just kind of fall in place. And I learned as we went along that they, of course, love antiques. So we brought in a bunch of beautiful English and French antiques, which immediately creates, you know, that traditional old vibe.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, the millwork, the stone, the hardwood floors throughout. So yeah, it evolved nicely.
Yeah, I really do need to pick up a copy of the issue and see the whole thing and all of the pictures and stuff, because like you said, it's a new build, but it feels so timeless. You did not use can lights in this project, is that correct? And how did that affect your design process?
I loved it.
Yeah. You're like, sign me up.
You know, we overuse cans, in my opinion, you know, the whole recessed lighting. I mean, it's easy, it's important, but to light a room correctly. But the challenge of not using cans was actually pretty fun. We found some beautiful fixtures, you know, down a hallway you can use silhouette flush mounts. They don't have to all be these big, glamorous, traditional lights. So it became just humorous after months and months of, okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
And then all the switches were buttons and toggles and roller things, not one new current switch in the whole place.
That's so interesting. I also love that you kind of liked the challenge of it.
Same, yeah.
Now, Brett, I want to talk to you because this build must have felt kind of like the people were asking for the opposite of what they even wanted, a new build to look old. Did that change how you approached this custom home differently than maybe other homes that you've worked on?
You know, this one kind of started more on the simple side and evolved, like Mark said, more authentic, old world, vintage, and the homeowner had a lot of input in, they wanted details from the past.
Yeah.
And so she did a lot of research in how moldings were applied and what types of moldings and profiles were used. And we even got an education on things that were used back in colonial days. So while it was a new home, it's really meant to bring elements of the past.
Yeah.
I love that.
You kind of mentioned the
builds,
research and learning some of that stuff too. Did you use any older materials or vintage methods in order to achieve that look, or was it all kind of new things just to sort of mimic what it looked like back in the past?
You know, we tend to use more real lumber, poplar, and different things for our millwork. And so a lot of the newer construction methods were used, but at the same time, you know, we're using, you know, copper, timeless metals, unlacquered brass, things that would have been used back in the day that just kind of age beautifully. And the light fixtures Mark chose, again, a lot of those were, you know, were copper, and they're just going to patina and just only get prettier as time goes on. So
it's going to age so gracefully. I mean, we had 30 hours of conversation in the living room for the millwork and the dental molding and all of that, and then the hidden door into the kitchen was a little bit of a challenge, so we had a lot of fun with it.
Oh my gosh. Well, obviously people can see this in this new issue. Keith, I've heard there's a little bit of a World Cup tie to it. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, it started with the mention on the cover, design goals.
Yes,
that was Andrea's brainchild, of course, Andrea Dar, editor-in-chief, and then when when her and Ryan Litz, my art director, get together, it's just, it's craziness.
And it's magic.
It is, it really is, and they get along well. Usually editors, like I've said this before, I mean, editors and art directors like to fight, not these two, they're the dream team. But what's really great is that we have some fun things in there. We talk a lot about the beautiful residential work, you know, that folks like Mark and Brett created in this issue, but there's also tons of information about, you know, we have lots of engineering firms in Kansas City. We have, look at what we've done with the amazing stadiums. We have some of that covered. Yeah. We have Morton Amphitheater featured in here. We have Rock Island Bridge in the issue. We thought it would be fun to share with the people and the visitors that are coming into town, look at what Kansas City has to offer, and I really think this issue has it all.
Well, speaking of having it all, people are going to want to see it all and read it all. Where can they pick up a copy of it?
You can go to mydesignKC.com, and we have a special subscription rate for myKC Live viewers. You could also pick this up at many of the grocery stores or Barnes & Noble and places all around Kansas City for sale.
Very easy, very accessible.
The airport too, by the way.
And the airport, don't forget it.
Yes.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today and letting us kind of take a peek into the pages of this, and it's just very, very exciting.
And congratulations on the home. It is spectacular.
Thank you very much.
And we do want to say another big thank you to our sponsor for this segment, One Stop Decorating. To learn more about how One Stop Decorating can elevate your next project, you can check them out online at onestopdecorating.com.